The world needs people who dream and people who act. But it now more than ever it needs people who make their dreams come true. This statement can evaluate Ahmet Baran's art journey and helps to understand his approach to music, his sensitivity and dedication to performing music. The text to be read centuries later, the tune that will be heard in generations, and maybe in a completely different geography, the search for a technique that will be transferred to the books, always from the longing for that rare flower. At the age of 18, Ahmet Baran became the youngest soloist of the symphony orchestras. His passion for jazz music and improvisation allowed him to share the same stage and record albums with music stars around the world. His music, blended with energy and horizon that doesn't fit into his bowl, brought Ahmet Baran beyond the boundaries. He has performed more than 1,000 concerts on 5 continents. His concerts at the Sydney Opera House and UNESCO headquarters in Paris attracted widespread media coverage. He gave concerts in honor of more than 50 statesmen, from the Queen of England to the President of Russia to the Pope of Vatican to the King of Norway. He won first place in the Art and Culture Award, Art Initiative of the Year and international competitions. He introduced to the audience a new technique of performance on the Qanun, which will be mentioned in Turkish music history with his name. With all his techniques, different vision and interpretations he gained, he was the subject of graduation thesis in state conservatoires. Ahmet Baran was dedicated to the Qanun, which takes priority place in his concert program. In 2016, Kanun Namına album was included in the bestseller lists and received the highest marks and best feedbacks from the various music critics. In his charity and volunteering projects, Mr. Baran handles social problems such as child abuse and violence against women and shares his music with disadvantaged children. His extraordinary projects, both in Turkey and abroad, have reached wide audience and brought him to the headlines of national and international newspapers. He has released 3 albums, İki Kelime, Kanun Namına, and Karışık Kaset. In addition, being a founder of Ahmet Baran Academy, he is giving master classes in most distinguished academic institutions all around the globe. In this way, Mr. Baran shares his knowledge and experience with thousands of young students in different countries. With his tremendous speed and the presence of God's divine in his fingers, he carries a pure emotion and a distinct shout to the universe in each division. This virtuoso must be listened by every music lover, because he infects the light of his music and persistently seeks that rare flower wherever he sets foot on earth with his versatile career.